Today, we are going to do a breath awareness meditation uh, to practice our focus, being in the present moment. And we're going to pay particular attention to how we treat ourselves and how we speak to ourselves throughout this process. You are probably aware, particularly those of you who meditate regularly, of the multitude of voices that are in our heads. One author, Michael Singer, who wrote The Untethered Soul, which is a pretty good book if you're interested, he calls them the roommates. And they're constantly vying for each other, for our attention, and for us to believe those different voices. So there might be the inner dictator, the inner child, the inner cheerleader, the difficult sibling maybe, or jealous friend. There's all these different voices who are constantly trying to get louder and get our attention at different points of our lives. And so we, through mindfulness and self-awareness exercises, we practice becoming aware of the different voices, understanding where they're coming from, accepting all of them. They're all parts of us, and there's no bad parts of us. But eventually choosing to bolster the voices that we like hearing more, the ones that make us more confident and happy, and quieting the more harmful voices. So just paying attention to that today, noticing if you can name even or differentiate between any voices that you hear today in your thoughts. And particularly, we're going to try to bolster the ones that are really, really nice to us. That's really what we deserve all the time. That's how we should be treating ourselves. Coming into the meditative posture, sitting up tall, your shoulders back, your chest open, and you can allow your eyes to flutter closed. And rolling your shoulders a few times, just loosen up in case we haven't stretched yet this morning, and then rolling them the other way. Is anyone else's shoulders super crackly? Need to do this more often. Do any other stretches that feel good to you, taking advantage of the space you have, maybe even stretching your face out since you're probably in privacy, at least with your family, and then eventually finding a place of stillness, centeredness, feeling your body balanced. You can even sway back and forth and left and right a little bit. Just finding that point of balance, feeling the weight of your body. And then settling into stillness, noticing what stillness feels like this morning. And beginning to relax your physical body, using your attention or your awareness to move through each part of your body and notice any places that could be a little bit less tense, a little bit more comfortable, and allowing those places to soften. You can move head to toe if that's the way it works for you, or from your toes up to your head, or just going to each place that calls out to you in a random order, but sweeping your awareness throughout your whole body in your own way, so that no part is untouched. From your face all the way through your torso, through your back, your chest and stomach, down your legs. Making this practice your own, remembering that the reason we're here is to focus on ourselves, to take care of ourselves. Nothing else matters but sitting here and breathing in your body right now. Giving yourself your full attention. And I've come to realize that attention is a form of love or is love. When we give our attention to other people, it's giving them our love. There's not much more that could be more valuable sometimes than just simply lending an ear or a presence, just giving our attention to someone. And it's the same for ourselves. Giving ourselves this love. Feeling safe here where you're seated so that your body can completely relax. Noticing how your breathing is today, that your body is breathing on its own. No effort or control required unless you would like to deepen it. Gently exhaling a little bit longer, lengthening it out, and then inhaling a little bit fuller in a very relaxed, slow, smooth fashion. We're going to bring our attention now that we're a little bit more settled to our chest or our stomach or some place in our body where you feel your breath the most obviously. Could be the tip of your nose, or it could be your whole body as a whole breathing. This is where our home base will be for the remainder of this meditation. Feeling your breath settle into this space, starting to pay attention to the interplay of your body and the breath as they dance together perfectly in sync. As we focus on this place, whenever you notice your attention wandering, simply congratulating yourself first for noticing. We're going to make this congratulatory, happy, kind voice a little bit louder today. So giving yourself a pat on the back, even if it seems a bit excessive or too much, practicing giving yourself some kind word or note of appreciation whenever you notice that your attention has wandered. And then bringing it back and starting again. So that perhaps by the end of this meditation, we'll have told ourselves that we're doing a good job at least a dozen times. And that sentiment will start to trickle into our bodies, into our subconscious. Maybe that voice will get a little bit louder throughout the rest of our day. We all need more inner cheerleaders. So focusing on your breath in your body and being on alert for when your mind wanders. The next step to this is acknowledging where your mind wanders and paying attention to what voice took it away. What distraction took it over. So acknowledging where your attention wanders when it does. Maybe to to-do lists, maybe to worrying or fears. Could be about the future, could be stresses about the past, could be wandering to a situation that's over, or maybe some situation you're moving through, feeling your breath in your body in the meantime. Creating this blank canvas as you focus on your breath in your body, the background upon which you can notice the types of thought patterns that are affecting you today. With a lot of kindness, patience, understanding for yourself, compassion. If none of that feels natural, just fake it. Fake it till you make it, or practice. Practice it until it becomes real. Following the full length of each breath in your body. And continuing to relax any tension that creeps in. Ensuring your posture is still upright, sitting with confidence and alertness. We are paying attention. The way our mind works, the way our body feels, the flow of our breath, just the way it is today. This breath and this breath. It's always this breath that we need to pay attention to. Allowing yourself to surrender into the flow of your breath, letting your body relax because it's safe to do so. Just noticing where your mind goes. We can never stop the thoughts from entering. They arise completely naturally without our control. But we can pay attention to them. And then we can choose which ones to give extra attention and which ones to let pass and flow through us. That is the power of mindfulness. Choosing where to lay your attention, or your focus. That's infinitely powerful when you can harness your focus on what you choose rather than what your mind dictates, where your mind dictates it to go today. Now we'll begin to deepen our breath. Noticing how you feel overall in your body, in your mind, and in your emotions. Noticing if there was anything you learned about yourself new today, or maybe not. Paying attention to how you feel, setting any intentions you would like to focus on for the remainder of the day, maybe tuning into your breath later, Be noticing these voices a little bit more, paying a bit closer attention. We'll start to bring some gentle movements into the body as we gradually shift out of the meditation. When you're ready, bringing your hands in front of you and rubbing your palms together. Create some warmth, and then placing your hands over your eyes. Blinking your eyes open and releasing your hands.